All right. Okay. I headed north tonight. Used to be a town, I guess it's a city now, known as Anthem, Arizona. It was only outlets before, but now it's a full-blown. There you go. Look at all that lighting. This was nothing before. So yeah, so I went there. I got very lucky. I was getting them left and right, but I couldn't ignore my stomach pains anymore because I was hungry. So I went inside of a bar and grill, and I was happy to see that the grill was still open. Because the big city Phoenix, the grills usually close at 10 or 11, or midnight. Yeah, or 10 or 11. So yeah, I just got a Cobb salad because I didn't want anything to bother my stomach while I was driving. Yeah, it was pretty good. I was just very surprised on how well I did tonight over there. Not that much work. So tomorrow I'm gonna do the same thing, but do it earlier. All the roads are 35, so all the houses are nearby. Big, wide open roads, so I'm sure evening time it's gonna probably slow down again. And if not, just do it for 2 hours and then take an hour break. So I'm on this I-17 headed south. Yeah, see, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes. And people still hit people on this freeway. To the right is a huge TSMC chip factory. That thing's big, man. People didn't believe me how big it was until I told them. I was like, no. I was like, oh, look at those cranes. I was like, those cranes are freaking. They're in the shadow of the building shadow. A crane. That's how big that building is. Yeah, you can see. I can see all the lights from here. Yeah, if someone fell from the top of that roof, they're splattered for a bit. A bit of their insides are out. That's how much force they can gather from falling. Good night. I had a good night. No, I didn't drink. I don't drink, like I said. I stopped drinking. I'll do it after I've been 20 years sober. I got, what? 3. I got 17 more years to go. It's okay. I can do it. So I did research about my chronic pain, and I found out through studies that recently they found out that your lifespan's short. So I was like, well, because I was dwelling on the whole break my sobriety after 20 years, like, or if I should keep it. But once I saw that, I was like, wow, well, maybe I'll indulge a bit, and then just stay sober until the day, and until I have a good reason to do it. Yeah, I'll get some life things done, get some things in order. Right now I already have an endeavor. I found out I'm gonna head back to the res and rent a house up there because of my VA disabilities. and one of the food markets up there, they're hiring for various positions. So I was like, man, that's all I needed was a job. So housing's nearby, not too far, and then probably do some land and build a brand new house and live on up there. Then you go see videos of me driving around the res, doing res stuff. I'll still come down here though. It's only like 3.5 hours north of here. The place I want to go. So, and the reason why I want to go there is there's this huge medical center. So, right there's the stability for the job. It's like, well, as long as that medical center, it's a new medical center, newly built, remodeled. It's huge. So once I saw that, I think, yep, no brainer here. I could probably retire from that food market. I'm just being vague because I don't want to have people find out where I am up there. They'll stalk me and try to extort money out of me. Anywho, so. I already got gas, so I don't need to stop to get gas. Head straight to the casa. Straight to the casa for my no pants party. Oh! Underwear required, not option. Required. I don't want to see anything swinging in my house. Diggling behind closed curtains is alright with me. Oh yeah, since I'm doing this, I'm just gonna end my contract with that school district, because they already denied me a job. So I was like, oh well, screw this place. I ain't gonna stick around for them to allow me to do what they want when I wanted to do something else. Now, you know, no-brainer there. I'm not sticking around for this. So that's why I was really happy to learn about all these things that happened, and ultimately get my own land, own home, and you're allowed to up there, well, on the res, you're allowed to do business stuff. So I was gonna me and my Marine buddy, I'm gonna build him a house, and then him and I are gonna do I'm trying to tell him he should get a job at the food market too, because it's not exclusive. Like, anyone can work there. They're just gonna probably tell you, like, hey, you know, if you don't live on the reservation, you're gonna have to commute. But anywho, no, I told him he's from Washington, so he already knows about apple trees and cold weather. So I just told him we're not gonna do hand out fruits. No, we're gonna grow apple trees and then sell them to people. And then if they're shy to plant them, we'll sell it and plant them for them and let them know how to do it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Help the community, man. Like, yeah, we're not going to give you food. We'll give you the means to grow food. So I keep teasing it. I was like, man, it's like, it's like a self-to-self. I was like, all you gotta do is put Mexican growing farm, Mexican and engine growing farm. I was like, golden, man. He just started laughing. I was like, yeah, you are. I was like, yeah, see. I was like, oh, you could just go ahead and blatantly say veteran growing farm. I was like, that's more, you know, broad and open. It's no longer exclusive. So I just started telling, like, you know, seeing Mexican on the res, like people were like, what the hell? What's this about? Big old grizzly Riverside Mexican with a bunch of tattoos, giving apple trees to people. Nah, he likes doing that. He wants to do that. He wants to help communities. So he seems ecstatic about it. So yeah. So right now that's in the works. I told the food market I can start working December 15th to give me time to get my house situated and then get a place to rent up there. And then do the right thing as a son and let my mama live in my house. Say, mama, you can come and live in my house. I'm gonna go rent a house. Because the VA changed their laws, so it's awesome. But I gotta get that job first, so praying to the four winds. The four directions, sorry. Hoping for the best, hoping for the best. I also heard that DJ show I was telling you about where they did the whole pilot talk. It was night airwave radio. So the guy always sounds like extremely tired. So alright, let's get through this set. Go ahead, 3, 2, 1, and he'll just start the music. He sounds tired. He's like, alright, let's get through this set, and he'll start the music. He's like, you know the deal, and he'll start the music. Something night airwave radio, or I can't remember. Old manning it. I did see it though. I was laughing about it. I was like, oh, I thought it was triple X radio, but no, it's something airwave radio, night airwave radio. Yeah, he plays really good music. That guy, like, even his even when I'm like, what is this? Like, yeah, I start getting into it over time. Like, well, at least just a builder. It builds on you. That's what you do. The DJs really trying their best to make sure everyone's having fun. Probably why he's tired. Yeah, see, this is how far it was. I didn't start the video from where I originally got my gas from, because I was still on seek mode for work. But I usually start recording when I turn off seek mode, because I don't want any footage and any sound, even though you won't hear it because I have my hearing aids. Still, it's not fair to those people. Not fair to my customers. So her, no, I don't record when I'm delivering. Nope. If I was about to get into an accident, yes, I'll push record. I'll record that, probably load that. That's why I went north. Because last night, it was like three misses. I'm 2 on the freeway. The person wasn't even looking, they just merged. I was like, oh crap, but I was lucky the people behind me saw it, so they all slowed down for me. Let me make my weird corrections while I was driving. And then another person literally just cut me off right when the light turned green. But I was already in motion, so. And then the third one was they were merging and they corrected themselves, so they started swerving left to right. Yeah, being up that north, yeah, there's hardly anyone driving on those roads up there. When I saw other delivery people, they were probably pissy. Oh, they're shooting this guy. Yeah, I could tell that they wanted to say something, but once they did the second glance and saw my gray hair, they just left it. Like, oh yeah, take it. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, I got sky blue shortcuts on. Get over it. Old people are allowed to wear eccentric colors. People always make fun of me. I was like, what? This is why I used to dress like as a teenager. I don't know what your deal is. Man, that was a really rough patch right there. Sure, I might forget. Oh, golf corrected itself. I'd probably think I got a negative thumbs down because I was making fun of being in Korea. People get mad at me for being a Miguk. Miguk Sagaji! What's it? How's it say? Get out? Miguk Sagaji! Nagara! Pali Pali! I remember now. I didn't even do anything. I just walked in the door. Like, man. So I started laughing. Like, man, even bringing back here in the States, being a native, yeah, they do that to you all the time. Man, you were here last week. You were really drunk it out. Like, that's the first time I've been here. Like, I guess we all look the same. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna get mad about that because we are small tribes. So. Not too much to pick from when it comes to the blood bank. I hate people. I'm glad I picked that. Saw that. Talking too much, driving. Almost there. Yeah, that's what it was. That was the full interaction I remember hearing. Miguk Sagaji Nagara Pali Pali. Pretty much saying you're rude American, get out. Hurry up, get out. I just start laughing like, yeah, if he's this close to base, yeah. Drunk Migooks. get arrested a lot in Korea for a lot of mischief. There's a group of guys I used to hang around with. They nicknamed this guy Gadget because he could freaking like put a cigarette like into the skin fold of his eyebrow, and he could drop it into his mouth. So everyone was like very amazed by it. Anywho, so one drunken night, him and the other guy, the legal assistant in our battalion, decided to steal some freaking mopeds because they saw mopeds with the keys still on them, and they we thought they were for free. The obvious, oblivious answers. It's just like, what? You don't think the officers hear that same stuff too? So yeah, so they stole them. They went joyriding around. Here's the dumb part. They drove them back to the base, and they drove in because they wanted to get through this walk-through gate that was near our barracks that closed at a certain time. It's just like, well, why would you commit crime and then bring the evidence close to your house? So, you know, when police talk about, you know, dumb things criminals do, yeah, you know, it's true. So, you know, and they didn't believe how technically advanced Korea was, and I kept trying to tell them, like, you guys can't be doing that stuff here. It's like their cameras are very clear. I was like, they can tell who you are. And I used to tell them, you know, the Army's not stupid. They're going to figure out. They're going to have software to figure out who you are. Anywho. So yeah, they're like, oh, whatever. So they left it alone, and sure enough, that that coming Monday, yeah, they just let everything just poof, like nothing happened. That coming Monday, yeah, they were gonna go to PT, but nope, they were stopped by the MPs. They were stopped by the MPs and their company commander. They said, you need to come with us. Once they took them away, once they drove off, I started laughing because everyone knew why I was laughing. So I just couldn't keep it in. Like, I just started laughing. I was like, I told them. So anywho, yeah, I'll never forget that. So yeah, so when people owners of various restaurants or bars would say, 미국 사가지 나가라 빨리. Like, yeah, I know. I'm just visiting this country. I don't live here. And the hosts may do as they like. So there's the full story behind, or there's a good story behind why that's said quite often. But I don't know about these days. Maybe it's different because of that K-pop Hunter movie or whatever. I just don't want to say the full thing and get in trouble. That's all. Sony's very particular on how you talk about their stuff. I don't want them barking down my freaking cracked my house. Anywho, I'm back to the casa. Talk to you later. Bye.